Pablo Ruiz Picasso, born in Malaga, Spain in 1881, was a prodigy whose artistic journey began at an early age. His birthplace, a city rich in history and culture, provided the initial backdrop for his burgeoning talent. Under the guidance of his father, an art teacher, Picasso's talent blossomed. His father, José Ruiz Blasco, recognized Pablo's extraordinary abilities early on and took it upon himself to nurture his son's gift. This familial mentorship was crucial in shaping Picasso's early artistic endeavors. From copying plaster casts to sketching live models, he displayed a remarkable ability to capture the essence of form and movement. His keen observation skills and relentless practice set him apart from his peers, marking him as a young artist with immense potential. His early works, rooted in realism, hinted at the revolutionary path he would forge. These pieces, though traditional in style, showcased a depth of perception and a mastery of technique that were beyond his years. At the tender age of 14, Picasso's family moved to Barcelona, a vibrant hub of art and culture, where he immersed himself in the city's artistic spirit, soaking up the energy of its streets and people. The move to Barcelona was a pivotal moment in Picasso's life, exposing him to a broader artistic community and new influences. Barcelona's Llotja de Mar, a renowned art school, became Picasso's training ground, further nurturing his innate talent. Here he honed his skills, learning from some of the best teachers and interacting with fellow aspiring artists. His exceptional skills earned him entry into Madrid's prestigious Royal Academy of San Fernando. This institution was known for its rigorous training and high standards, and Picasso's acceptance was a testament to his extraordinary abilities. However, the constraints of academic tradition soon stifled his creative spirit, leading him to abandon the academy and embark on a journey of independent exploration. Picasso's decision to leave the academy was driven by a desire to break free from conventional methods and discover his own artistic voice. In the heart of Barcelona, a haven for artists and intellectuals, the Quatre Gats Café became Picasso's sanctuary. This café was more than just a meeting place, it was a crucible of creativity and innovation, where ideas flowed as freely as the drinks. It was within these bohemian walls that he befriended a circle of writers, poets, and artists who would profoundly shape his artistic vision. These interactions were instrumental in broadening his perspective and inspiring new directions in his work. Picasso's early years were a crucible in which his talent was forged. The combination of his natural abilities, rigorous training, and the vibrant cultural milieu of Barcelona created the perfect environment for his artistic growth. His innate abilities, nurtured by his father's guidance in the stimulating environment of Barcelona, laid the foundation for a revolutionary artistic journey. The support and encouragement from his family, coupled with the rich artistic heritage of his surroundings, were key factors in his development. The seeds of his unique vision were sown, waiting to blossom in the fertile ground of his imagination. These formative years were crucial in shaping the artist who would go on to revolutionize the art world with his innovative techniques and groundbreaking ideas. Picasso's artistic lineage was deeply rooted in the rich soil of Spanish art history. From a young age he was surrounded by the works of the great Spanish masters, whose influence would leave an indelible mark on his creative journey. The vibrant and tumultuous history of Spain, with its rich tapestry of cultural and artistic achievements, provided a fertile ground for Picasso's burgeoning talent. The echoes of masters like Francisco Goya and El Greco resonated powerfully in his early works, shaping his visual language and thematic concerns. Goya, with his stark and often brutal depictions of reality, and El Greco, with his ethereal and otherworldly visions, offered Picasso a duality of perspectives that he would explore throughout his career. Goya's unflinching portrayals of human suffering, particularly in his series of etchings, The Disasters of War, left an indelible mark on Picasso's sensibility. These works, with their raw emotion and stark realism, exposed the brutalities of conflict and the depths of human despair. Picasso, deeply moved by these themes, would later channel this intensity into his own works, such as the iconic Guernica. The raw emotion and social commentary that characterized Goya's work would later find expression in Picasso's own exploration of human vulnerability and societal ills. This profound engagement with the darker aspects of the human condition became a cornerstone of Picasso's artistic philosophy, driving him to create pieces that not only depicted but also questioned and challenged the world around him. El Greco, the visionary painter of the Spanish Renaissance, captivated Picasso with his elongated figures, ethereal light, and mystical atmosphere. The spiritual intensity and dramatic compositions of El Greco's works, offered Picasso a different kind of inspiration, one that was rooted in the transcendental and the sublime. El Greco's ability to infuse his religious subjects with a profound sense of spirituality and emotional intensity deeply resonated with Picasso's own quest for artistic expression. This connection to the spiritual and the emotional would become a recurring theme in Picasso's work as he sought to capture the essence of the human soul in his art. The influence of El Greco's distinctive style can be seen in Picasso's use of elongated forms and expressive distortions. These stylistic choices allowed Picasso to push the boundaries of traditional representation, creating works that were both innovative and deeply expressive. Beyond the technical mastery of these Spanish masters, Picasso absorbed their profound engagement with the human condition. This engagement was not just about depicting reality, but about delving into the deeper truths of existence, exploring themes of suffering, spirituality, and the human experience. Goya's unflinching gaze at the horrors of war and El Greco's spiritual intensity provided Picasso with a framework for addressing the depths of human experience through his art. These influences were not mere imitations, but were transformed and reinterpreted through Picasso's unique vision, resulting in works that were both a homage to the past and a bold statement of the present. These influences would continue to reverberate throughout his career, shaping his artistic vocabulary and imbuing his work with a powerful sense of drama and emotional depth. Picasso's journey through the echoes of Goya and El Greco is a testament to the enduring power of art to transcend time and connect deeply with the human spirit. As Picasso's artistic vision matured, he found himself increasingly drawn to the evocative power of symbolism, a late 19th century movement that sought to express abstract ideas and deep emotions through symbolic imagery. Artists like Gustave Moreau, Pierre Puvis de Chavannes, and Odilon Redon, with their dreamlike compositions and enigmatic figures, captivated Picasso's vivid imagination. Moreau's use of mythology and allegory to explore psychological depths resonated deeply with Picasso's own desire to delve beneath the surface of reality. Puvis de Chavannes' monumental allegorical figures, often depicted in serene landscapes, inspired Picasso's exploration of classical themes and his use of simplified forms to convey timeless truths. Redon's exploration of the subconscious and his ethereal dreamlike imagery further encouraged Picasso's journey into the realm of symbolism and the exploration of inner worlds. Symbolism offered Picasso a language of visual metaphor, allowing him to move beyond the constraints of realism and explore the complexities of human emotion and experience through a more subjective lens. This movement's influence would become particularly evident in his blue and rose periods, where color, form, and subject matter combined to create powerful symbolic narratives that transcended the literal and spoke to the depths of the human psyche. The Blue period, spanning from 1901 to 1904, marked a pivotal chapter in Picasso's artistic evolution. This era was not just a phase of artistic exploration, but a profound journey into the depths of human emotion and existential reflection. It was a period defined by a palette dominated by shades of blue and blue-green, reflecting the emotional turmoil and melancholic introspection that characterized this phase of his life. The choice of colors was not arbitrary, it was a deliberate attempt to convey the somber mood that enveloped Picasso during these years. The suicide of his close friend, Carlos Casagemas, in 1901, cast a long shadow over Picasso's spirit, plunging him into a profound state of grief and despair. This tragic event was a catalyst that deeply influenced his artistic output, leading him to explore themes of death, sorrow, and human suffering. This personal tragedy, coupled with his own struggles with poverty and social alienation, found poignant expression in the somber hues and solitary figures that populated his canvases during this time. Picasso's work from this period often depicted the marginalized and downtrodden, reflecting his empathy for those who, like him, were grappling with profound loss and hardship. The Old Guitarist, one of the most iconic works from this period, exemplifies the Blue period's melancholic beauty. The painting is a poignant portrayal of an elderly musician, whose frail body and sorrowful expression speak volumes about the human condition. The painting depicts an elderly musician, his body emaciated, and his face etched with sorrow, hunched over his guitar. The musician's gaunt figure and the melancholic blue tones create a powerful image of isolation and despair, capturing the essence of the Blue period. The monochromatic blue palette enhances the sense of isolation and despair, while the elongated figure and contorted pose evoke a sense of physical and emotional anguish. This stylistic choice was a deliberate attempt by Picasso to convey the depth of his own emotional turmoil and the universal experience of human suffering. La Celestina, another powerful work from the Blue period, depicts a blind woman, her face a mask of sorrow, being led by a young boy. The painting's somber tones and poignant subject matter reflect the themes of loss and despair that were central to Picasso's work during this time. The painting draws inspiration from the Spanish literary tradition, referencing the character of Celestina, a procuress and sorceress, often depicted as a symbol of human folly and despair. This literary connection adds a layer of depth to the painting, highlighting Picasso's engagement with cultural and historical themes. The Blind Man's Meal, with its depiction of a solitary blind man eating his meager meal, further underscores the themes of poverty, isolation, and the fragility of human existence that permeated Picasso's work during this period. The painting's stark composition and muted colors create a powerful image of human vulnerability. The somber blue palette, the stark composition, and the man's vacant stare all contribute to the painting's aura of loneliness and despair. These elements combine to create a hauntingly beautiful image that captures the essence of the Blue period. The Blue period was a crucible in which Picasso's artistic genius was tempered by personal loss, hardship, and a profound empathy for the marginalized and suffering. This period of intense emotional and artistic exploration laid the foundation for his later works, which would continue to explore themes of human suffering and resilience. His paintings from this era, with their haunting beauty and melancholic power, stand as a testament to the depths of human emotion and the artist's ability to transform personal anguish into universal artistic truths. The Blue period remains one of the most poignant and influential phases of Picasso's career, offering a profound insight into the human condition. Gap 3S. Transitioning from the somber hues of the Blue period, Picasso's Rose period, spanning from 1904 to 1906, marked a significant shift in his artistic journey. This era saw a warm, inviting palette of pinks, reds, and earthy tones, symbolizing a resurgence of hope and a renewed exploration of human connection and joy. The transition to these warmer colors was not merely an aesthetic choice, but a reflection of Picasso's changing emotional landscape and his evolving perspective on life and art. Gap 2S. One of the most emblematic works of this period is Family of Saltimbanques, a poignant portrayal of a circus family. The painting captures the nomadic lifestyle and the camaraderie of the circus performers who, despite their outward cheerfulness, often lived on the fringes of society. The use of warm, earthy tones in the painting conveys a sense of intimacy and human warmth, contrasting sharply with the melancholic blues of the previous period. The figures in the painting, with their elongated forms and expressive faces, symbolize both the joy and the underlying sorrow of their itinerant existence. Gap 2S. Another significant work from this period is Yellow Harlequin, which depicts a solitary harlequin dressed in vibrant yellow and red. The harlequin, a recurring figure in Picasso's work, represents the artist's fascination with the duality of human nature, the juxtaposition of joy and sorrow, performance and reality. The bright colors and the harlequin's poised stance evoke a sense of playfulness and theatricality, reflecting Picasso's engagement with themes of performance and identity. Gap 2S. Boy with a Pipe, one of Picasso's most celebrated works, showcases a young boy adorned with a wreath of flowers holding a pipe. The painting's warm, rosy hues and the boy's serene expression evoke a sense of innocence and tranquility. The delicate interplay of light and color in the painting highlights Picasso's mastery of his craft and his ability to capture the ephemeral beauty of youth and the simplicity of everyday moments. Gap 2S. Woman with Two Loaves is another notable work from the Rose period. The painting depicts a woman holding 2 loaves of bread, her face serene and contemplative. The warm earthy tones and the simplicity of the composition emphasize themes of sustenance, nurturing, and the quiet dignity of everyday life. The woman's calm demeanor and the gentle light that bathes her figure create a sense of peace and contentment, reflecting the more hopeful and optimistic outlook that characterized this phase of Picasso's work. Gap 2S. The Rose period was also deeply influenced by Picasso's fascination with the circus and its performers. The theme of the circus family, with its blend of joy, sorrow, and camaraderie, resonated deeply with Picasso and found expression in many of his works from this period. The circus performers, with their vibrant costumes and expressive faces, became symbols of the human condition, resilient, adaptable, and capable of finding joy amidst hardship. Gap 2S. The Rose period represents a chapter of renewal and artistic exploration for Picasso. The warm, inviting colors and the themes of human connection, performance and everyday life stand in stark contrast to the melancholic introspection of the Blue period. This phase of Picasso's career not only showcased his versatility as an artist, but also his ability to transform his personal experiences and emotions into universally resonant works of art. The Rose period remains a testament to Picasso's enduring genius and his profound understanding of the human spirit.